the hardest truths that I've learned is that I cannot expect others to mirror my heart. Not everyone possesses the same depth of empathy and compassion. Some people are just takers, 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 takers. Once I personally began to identify these individuals and classify them accordingly, my life became less burdensome. In fact, recognizing the one-sidedness in some of these relationships allowed me to adjust my approach and, in some cases, eliminate the relationships totally. It wasn't easy in some cases, but the shift, it made me feel so much lighter and freer, and it opened doors to more genuine, authentic relationships. There are some tips that I've learned for healthy boundaries, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning. Let's say number one would be knowing your limits, identifying with what you're comfortable with and what you're not. Number two, I would say, is communication. Communication is top tier. Being clear and direct with your boundaries with other people. Because if you're not, they'll never think there's any boundaries and they haven't crossed any boundaries with you. And you also have to be consistent with your boundaries. Reinforce them. Because once you step back or give them an inch, they will take a mile. Being assertive and speaking up for yourself without blaming others is another good tip that I learned. Saying what I need, using I statements about my needs without blaming others. So that's something that I had to learn as well. One of my biggest challenges was saying no. Saying no. I'm the oldest of 10 siblings. Can you even imagine? Like, saying no. It's okay to say no. It's okay when you're overwhelmed. It's okay when you don't have it. Saying no was a struggle for me, but I am in such a better place now where I can say no and not feel guilty about it. Now, respecting the boundaries of others is also a good thing. We have to respect the boundaries of other people around us because we will want the same thing in return. So having a self-talk with yourself, just reflecting on your needs, if you need to adjust some boundaries, make some changes, just check in with yourself regularly to see how you're doing, how you're feeling in relationships and dealing with people. Setting boundaries can be extremely challenging when dealing with your friends and loved ones because if you never practiced it consistently and they don't expect it from you, it may catch them off guard. So kind of being patient with them adjusting to you setting new boundaries that are healthy for you. When it comes to the topic where you need to discuss your boundaries, stay calm without getting confrontational. Feel as though you cannot set boundaries or you struggle with it, then speak to someone about it who can assist you with setting boundaries or have the uncomfortable conversation with someone, maybe a professional, who can help you with the tools of setting necessary boundaries for yourselves, because boundaries are needed. They really are, because if not, like I said, there's takers out there and they will take, and they will never pour back into our cups. They just continually take. Once you recognize and identify these people and set boundaries, or maybe their season is up in your life and it's time to move on. Those are questions we need to ask ourselves from time to time and reevaluate our circles. Sometimes we outgrow people. Sometimes people just don't grow. We're growing, moving in different directions, and they're just stagnant. They haven't made any adjustments or changes in their lives, and they haven't done any self-evaluation or looked themselves in the mirror and are willing to acknowledge that they have some issues and things that they need to work on. I appreciate you guys listening to my video, taking time out of your busy schedule. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe.